Freak out like that.
All right. Hello, audience. What did you think of that one, huh? Good job.
Oh my God.
Good for you.
Hi, that was, I guess I have a lot of
Definitely an emotional release, yeah?
Oh, yeah,
yes.
wow.
Yes. All right. How are you feeling right now?
Really hot.
Yes, I can feel all of the heat coming off your body. Wow.
Just like this sense, I feel peaceful. It's just I'm not, there's like this terror.
Yes.
It's like total, I didn't even realize how terrified that makes me.
Yes.
I did not realize that was going to happen.
No, you don't. And that's why we do this, because it's, we rehearse it one way, and then life has a way of happening to you.
And what I noticed was like, I wanted quiet and peace. And that's actually how I am in my life. Like I don't listen to music that often at home. I listen to it in the car when I'm active, but when I'm at home, I'm like very quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And I hum to myself. So those are like kind of the things that, they're like the self-soothing, and the plants were totally like the coming back into like the being present to something beautiful.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you about that as we take a look now and dissect this a little bit once our hero here has calmed down a bit. We definitely had a nice introduction. You can choose to introduce as Mischa did, or you can just step right into the play and see if the audience can figure out through your actions and movements and voice what that issue is. The struggle was wonderful. What'd you think of that, you guys out there? Wasn't that awesome? I mean, there really was. I was at the edge of my seat. I was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you notice that the only word from that song, I'm leaving on a jet plane, leaving. Oh my God, that was just a perfect choice, Mischa. It was. I mean, when it's in your own cellular memory as a child, that's where that was coming from.
Oh, totally.
That gut feeling of being left. And as a little kid, you'd be leaving, that's the key word. That's the one sound that we were looking for in this whole piece. And you nailed it. You just nailed it. The emotion on her face, I think camera picked up a lot of that good stuff, the grit, the fodder for this. It was just really, the struggle was so well portrayed, and there weren't too many props. You don't want to get carried away with costume and props, because that's your way of hiding. So you don't want to hide behind those things. We want to hear your voice. We want to see your movements. We want to understand the drama. And I think it was pretty clear what the issue was. And the last part, though, until you explained it, well, I don't know what the audience thought, but I was going, well, that's nice. She's calming down. I can see a shift happening. But I wasn't, and the hearts, could either, what I thought.
The hearts were more like my own love for myself. It wasn't coming from the plants. It was self-love.
Okay, good, because I didn't know broken heart. No, we're beyond that.
Self-love.
But just kind of what's going on, and maybe going on in your audience's mind. But this was a lovely, lovely prop and appropriate for the resolution to this.
And for the work that I do, because it's often it's nature that it would have been walking in the woods that would have been my...
And tell them again what you do, because they may have forgotten by now. Yeah.
I'm an herbalist by trade, and so I support women and children's health using plant-based medicines, and so it's like being with the plants that is so...
So even though you were left, as a little child, the trauma sticks, because there's no way of... having the equipment to be able to self-care and nurture yourself and so forth. That leaves a hole in the aura, which you address today and continue to address when those people leave you, like your husband or husband-to-be, and when you worry about whether or not you're going to be loved if you should happen to be the one that leaves. And how would this whole self-nurturing piece fit in as homework for you?
Oh.
Oh, when
So good.
you leave or Brian leaves or other loved one leaves, what do you do?
You know, I need to take walks. I need to be in the woods. Really, I need to just be surrounded.
Your spirit
Yeah.
knows that's your soul work.
Yeah.
That's who you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to continue to take care of yourself. Yes, because we have to learn to reparent ourselves. When mom isn't there like we need them to be, or dad isn't there, or even friends desert us, or loved ones so-called abandon us, then what do? You're responsible for your own emotional welfare. The other person, your mate, is not in your marriage to make you happy. Oh, no, 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 no. And although it might feel good to be held and cry on his shoulder or your friend's shoulder or whoever,
In the end,
it's up, like you said so beautifully, self-love. Yeah, lots of self-love.